You ever wonder why Britain didn't have a revolution in 1848 when pretty much all of Europe was on fire? France, the German Confederation, the Austrian Empire, Sardinia, everywhere you looked, people were rising up. They were fed up with poor living conditions, corrupt governments, and the lack of national identity. And yet, Britain, nothing. Not even a serious attempt. Why? It's not like Britain was doing great. Industrialization had made working conditions brutal. Most men still couldn't vote, even after the 1832 Reform Act, which only gave voting rights to landowners and a select few. Ireland and Wales were frustrated with how Westminster treated them. So yeah, the anger was there, the frustration was real, but something stopped it from boiling over. Instead of revolting, British opposition started organising. Working men's clubs popped up, demanding better rights and representation. They came together and drafted the People's Charter, a document that called for radical changes in how Parliament worked. But the government, they ignored it, because, let's be honest, the system worked just fine for those in power. Why fix what benefits you? Over the next decade, tensions rose, riots and strikes broke out. Fergus O'Connor, the leader of the Chartist movement, even got elected to Parliament in 1847, and when news of revolutions abroad reached Britain, the Chartists saw their moment. O'Connor planned a massive march to deliver a petition to Parliament, one that supposedly had over 5 million signatures. That's huge, especially for a country of 26 million. The government panicked. They remembered what happened in France and didn't want the same fate. Led by the Duke of Wellington, soldiers were quietly stationed across London, ready to respond but not provoke. They even recruited 100,000 special constables, volunteer police with basically zero training, just a baton and a go-hit-someone vibe. Fun fact, among them were former Prime Minister Robert Peel and a guy named Louis Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah, the one who'd later run France. But here's the twist. The march never happened. Not because of violence, not because of government suppression, it was the rain. Seriously. The weather turned and nobody wanted to fight for reform while soaking wet, so they just went home. A couple of Chartists still delivered the petition, but it was ignored. Turns out most of these signatures were fake. The movement was humiliated and never recovered. And yet here's the kicker. Most of the Chartist demands were eventually adopted by Parliament, not through revolution, but through slow, painful reform. So maybe Britain didn't need a revolution in 1848, or maybe it missed its chance. Either way, it's wild to think that something as simple as rain might have changed the course of history.